Our sermon today is titled, "What type of slave are you?" We are still as a slave, but the difference is there's two kinds of slaves. One is type S, and the other one is type R. Which one you want to be? The type S is a sin. You are in the sin as a slave, but you cannot get out of that slave. I don't know if you experience in your own daily life. It's to feel as a slave when you are working for someone and give you order to do this and that, and you feel like slave. Instead of enjoying the daily life, you feel like slave. I don't know if you feel sometimes that you have a freedom in this country and everywhere, because Jesus Christ gave us the freedom in any direction, in any other places. We're going to discover that what is these verses telling us. In the verse 6, Romans chapter 6, verse 15, it says, "What then? Shall we sin because we are not under law, but under grace?" The answer is certainly not. But why is these verses asking us? Because the verse number 14, if you read the chapter 6, verse 14, it says, "For sin shall not have dominion over you. Ye are not under the law, but under grace." That's why Paul in the verse 16, then it says when young people is almost in 18, what they say, "When I will be on 18, I'm out of this house. I'm going to run. I'm going to go anywhere." And they said, and I was thinking of that when they said, "I'm going to run," and like in the car driving and 60, 70, you said, they said, "Oh, you don't know what you are thinking, because it's not like, life is not like that. I'm going to do anything I want." Are you telling them, "Okay, do it, whatever you want"? No, because he is still your son. You don't want to have an accident. And Satan is a trapper, or to put a trap. Satan wants them to go to the world, and they can do whatever they want, but the life is not like that. And Satan, they want to put in their mind, when I am 18, I'm going to do anything, but it's not true. Because young people, they told me, "You drive like old men." And I feel like I'm not still old, too old. Even if you are 75, you don't feel old. So once I was driving, and they told me, "You're driving like old man. We're not gonna make," because it was 9:15 a.m. on Saturday morning, and we need to get in we will be the leader on the Sabbath school. So they were tempting me to drive more. So I'm gonna put like a boom, 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 but it was automatic, no? So I was 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. When I get 70, I saw the police coming this way, the wrong direction, this direction. I was going there, and the police was, vroom. So I know it. I know it is coming for me. So I stopped right away. They like it to stop it right away. So I stopped. Your driver's license, please. Your headlight, no good, one of them. And you were 72 miles per hour. So I was praying. Where are you going too fast? He asking me. And I told him, I need to go to church. What church? What church? Seventh-day Adventist church. I was like, I want something to cover me because we should respect the law. But I was late, and they were tempting me to drive fast. So he said, give me your insurance. And he went to his car. After a few minutes, he said, here's your driver's license. I have another call more important than this. It should take an hour to do the paperwork. So tell your brothers, the brethren, it should be cost a lot of money to go to church. So that was the grace of God. I didn't expect that grace, but God gave us the grace, and it is the gift of God. Like a righteousness is a gift of God. And what does that mean? We can do whatever I want when we are under grace, not under the law. To be under the law is show us the sin. The law enlarge the transgression because the sinful way of men. The law cannot forgive sins, nor cannot law give any power. So to defeat them. If a sinner who tries to be saved under the law, he will find only be tied stronger to his sin. You cannot say, I'm going to keep the law to reach the salvation. You cannot do anything to get the grace of God. To be under the grace it means a Christian admits that has transgressed the divine law, and he deserves to be under its condemnation. When you break the law, and you're gonna get the ticket, the consequence. But he surrendered to God's grace and mercy through faith. Then, by his sinful past is forgiven through God's grace, and he receives divine power to walk in a life. So, Paul is telling us to be under the grace and under the law. It's better under the